A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, checking in with the Hawaii head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Hawaii's offense will have the opening possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
Keeps it on first down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rice. On his feet at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Air Force Falcons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. This guy's just what you're looking for. Reliable, gutty, doesn't need the spotlight, but they will need production from him in this one. The give on the counter. Quick spin on the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They want to run this quarterback. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the...
Got a little grass. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. A run for the quarterback. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to feel...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. On the option. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He'll keep it again on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He splits the uprights. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run inside. It's Rice.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Rice. Could not make his way to the corner. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rice. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Rice. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. And that one's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Falcons now set to take over on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Handoff to the fullback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The option look. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Maybe some room here. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Harris. Crosses the 30. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. You can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gonna try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rainbow Warrior. It's a fake he wants to throw. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Crawford. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Slithers into space. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught, and he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. There's some room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Rice. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. This is a designed run. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Crawford. Gets open down the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Looking to throw on first down. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Second down, he'll throw it. It's on target and complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's a heat. Looking for room at the 30. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get to 3. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with the Navy Midshipmen in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Midshipmen able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Honolulu. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Goes to the option. Doing it himself again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be third and long. Motion from the back. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Falcons look to keep this drive humming. On the run, it's Patrick. Makes it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the option. Running to Green. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 14, black 14. Now on the option. The option, the keeper. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Air Force! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to throw, it's Crawford. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Sends it back in motion. He wants to throw it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Here comes the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep.
Touchdown, Falcons! And the pummeling has started. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. On the direct snap, it's Harris. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A designed run for the quarterback. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it and runs it again. steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Handoff from the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good, right down the boulevard.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. So now it's 2nd and long. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Drama has been drained out of this game, but not so for the playoff race. Let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket here in Week 13, and not much time to shore up that resume. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Running the option, it's Crawford. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
On the option, quarterback keep. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. 35, set to kick off. Here he comes with the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Hawaii. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to
There he goes. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. On the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout the season, man. You've seen him, the ability to throw the football and make plays, but also, just like on this play, man, with his legs, he's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man. Inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark, that's a big feat for a QB.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Could be an alley. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Give to the fullback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The option look. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. On the option. Keeps it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Escapes the pressure to his right. Lowers those pads. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll take it himself. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Hawaii calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Run it with the fullback. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Might as well stick with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Javi Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.